So back in February, I crashed my Tesla, my beloved Tesla, through my garage doors. So I was stationary, so I was parked, I would say about 3 foot. That's 3 foot. I was parked about 3 foot from my garage doors. When I say parked, I'd actually stopped the vehicle. The kids had got out. They'd gone to the back of the car and they were taking their coats out of the boot. I hadn't pressed this little button on the end of the indicator stalk, which you press as the handbrake. You press it once and I think you hold it down again and a little P light appears. I didn't do that. I was sat in the vehicle. I assume I didn't do that. That's the only thing I can come to. I don't blame it on the software. I blame it on myself. The kids were getting the codes out of the back and I leant across to get an item from the left hand side of the vehicle and my foot extended, my right foot, and it went on the accelerator and the Tesla shot forward like a bullet, hit the central pillar and went straight through the garage doors. Now I'm just so thankful that one of the kids wasn't walking in front of the vehicle. For about a fortnight after, I kept vomiting, I kept being sick, I couldn't go outside the front of the house, couldn't hold any food down. I was in complete and utter shock. I absolutely loved my car, but it is just a car. My concern was if I'd hit one of my kids, it was their 13th birthday, one of them that day, and we'd been out for food. The fact that the vehicle had been stationary, this would happen in an automatic as well. If you don't put the handbrake on, the automatic hand, or a petrol diesel, a normal manual car, it actually shot forward, obviously if it was in gear. So I contacted Tesla and I contacted them on the day I was so worried and said, look, this has just happened. Your car is classed as the safest car in Europe, but it could have just crushed one of my kids in a random freaky incident, which I've looked online and there's been about 3 or 4 similar incidences, mainly in America, where people have shot through sides of houses and the explanation is they've been stationary and the vehicle just shot forward. It must have been human error. They must have just pressed the accelerator without having the handbrake applied. That's what happened to me, I'm guessing. So I've asked Tesla if they will look at, and if this then that. So if somebody has just got out of the vehicle, say you just drop your mum off or your kids have got out of the car, you're saying goodbye to them, and they walk in front of the vehicle, if your foot slips onto the accelerator and somebody has just opened a door, and I would assume that the Tesla can work this out from its software to do an if this then that. If the door has just opened within the last couple of seconds and people have just got out, for a confirmation, tap on the screen that it's safe to go and you can go. Or if the boot's open, this is a weird thing. The boot was actually open in my instance. If it'd been in the new Model 3 with the stalks with no indicators, I wonder what would happen because I was due to test drive when Tesla were kind enough to offer me one for a week. Haven't had it yet, but from what I've read, is the car will assume the direction of travel you want to go in. So you can either go forward or back, obviously, it doesn't fly at the moment. So if they detected an object in front of you, would it have gone into reverse and run over the kids? So I've asked Tesla if they would look at their software, if they could put that confirmation, tap, yes, it's safe to go, somebody's just left the vehicle. Or if the boot's open, in my case, the boot was open, and I spoke to them, they said, well, if somebody was, I don't know if they use camping, why the vehicle would move forward with the boot wide open. They gave some reason why they would allow the vehicle to move with the boot open. I think that would also need a confirmation. It could mean, like in my situation, you meant to put the handbrake on and you don't mean to accelerate forward. And would they look at that? And they said they'd take it forward to their development team. I hope, fingers crossed, they do it. I did contact Tesla Owners UK, which is a group I'm a part of, who represent owners to Tesla, asking them if they would push it their end as well. But I don't know if they could see the merits in it, because they were saying, well, it would add an inconvenience. You have to tap the screen. I don't know if I read the room wrong, but in my thought process, if that crushed a kid or your mum or a passerby or whatever drove into somebody, when it's got the software capability to not do that, I think you should add it. That's I don't mind tapping the screen. If there's a 1 in a million chance it could crush somebody, that's my only thought. I still love my Tesla. I still feel really safe in it, even though I vomited for at least a fortnight after this incident happened. The car, thankfully, is looking great. It's just the house. So today I've got the builders in. It's a big job because imagine this is the pillar. It's not a straight pillar. I bashed into it and it's twisted. And above it is a room as well, so that has to come down. The doors have to come up, the electronic doors, expensive ones with a little zappy thing. The house is it's got like a blue render, like a seaside colour on there. That's all chipped, and obviously to repair the wall that has to come off, has to match with the rest of the house. They were on about, it's quite a big house, hacking off all of the render for the whole house. Oh, it'd been a nightmare. So they're going to skim over it, but it's still going to take a fortnight to repair from a 3-foot distance. And you would have thought the Tesla sensors would have sensed an object in front of it and prevented it from moving. But I think as soon as it had detected the object, I'd already hit it because I'm so close to the garage doors and the wall. So I can talk about it now, but this has taken me 6 months. And I share everything on TikTok about my electrification journey. This has taken me 6 months to be able to say it without having a huge knot in my stomach and thinking that I'm going to be sick. Yes, always press the button at the end of the stalk. Press it once, and then I think you press and hold it and the P light comes on. I'm absolutely fanatical now, and the kids are, because they don't obviously want to be crushed when they get out of my Tesla. So nobody moves until I give the all clear that they can actually get out of the vehicle. I hope Tesla, if you're watching this, and Tesla have been really good with me. I really love their products. But I hope you can look at this. Because you can do it, you just need to change the software. There we go. I'm going to go now and check on the builders. I've got loads of them outside, make them a cup of tea and take them some Welsh cakes. And just remember, please, 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 press the power button. I know this is basic things that comes with your driving test. You need to put the handbrake on. You don't need a car to do it for you. But the fact that it's got the capability to do it, I just hope they'll update it. And please, always press the handbrake button.